Hello everybody and welcome back to G8RStreams. Today we'll be playing through The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. I'm honestly not entirely sure how long we'll be streaming today because this stream has been kind of a nightmare to put together. I'll just say that right now. Like everything that could possibly go wrong trying to set up a stream has happened, so I'm not as enthusiastic as I usually am, but without further ado, let's play some more Ocarina of Time 3D. Alright, so I have an idea for how far we'll be going into the game today. I'm not entirely sure if we'll go beyond that, however. Usually when I stream, I feel like going on for hours and hours, but, yeah. Now we're inside the Forest Temple for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. This is the very first dungeon for the Adult Link part of the game, and it's pretty interesting. I really like the music, and it's, in general, a pretty interesting area. So we're going to use a hook shot to take care of this dude. A little bit of a reminder for people who are new to my streams, this isn't going to be 100% playthrough of Ocarina of Time 3D. It's just going to be something that's a bit more casual, and just something that's more for fun, and things like that. So, yeah, don't expect any super amazing gameplay from this stream. We're just playing this to have a bit of fun. That being said, if I do see a collectible like the Ghost Coach Show some moment ago, I am going to be going for it, just simply because of the fact that I feel like it. Alright, the digging didn't seem to work. There's probably like some super obvious strategy with fighting the wolf I'm just too lazy. Alright, come on, wolf. There we go. Alright, I think that's the strategy that most people use. But anyway, let's go inside the doorway. Ooh, it's super fancy. Aha, that's Ghost I thought I could sneak up on me, but it failed miserably. Alright, so now we'll be going across the dungeon to look for those poes that are hiding around. So yeah, if you've played The Legend of the Twilight Princess, this gameplay mechanic may seem a bit familiar because they reused this idea in the Arbiter's Ground dungeon, which is pretty interesting. So let's go over here. I'm not entirely sure if you're supposed to go through like a set specific pattern with hunting down those poes. I imagine you're allowed to go through this in any order you want. That's probably not the case though. But whatever. Alright, secure that guy. Oh bad, we destroyed him. Alright, so by the way, how are you guys doing today? Hope you guys have a nice day. All three of you out there who are actually going to watch this. It's kind of a weird day to do a stream right now because I think for most people, spring break is supposed to be starting again tomorrow. Like, spring term is supposed to be starting again tomorrow, and I think it might be a school night for most people, so I'm not entirely sure how many people are actually going to be watching. It's still spring break for me, so yay, freedom. Alright, so what we want to do right here is we're going to go around this area and move the block around. Yay, it's a block puzzle. Thankfully this isn't like in the original Tomb Raider games, because if you've been watching my Let's Play of Anniversary, you know exactly how I feel about the block puzzles in that game. Let's move this around. And move it again. Hoorah. Alright, so while we go through this area, I'm going to remind you guys a bit of what my stream schedule is going to be like for a little bit. If you don't follow me on social media, then basically what I'm going to be doing is, today obviously I'm playing Ocarina of Time 3D. Tomorrow I'm going to be recording more of a upcoming Let's Play for Super Mario 3D Land. I'm probably going to try to record at least 2 worlds tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. Beyond that, I don't think I'm going to stream this weekend. I might at some point. I'm not entirely sure. But I do know that on the first day of PAX East next month, I am going to be live streaming the first day, so you can look forward to that. Basically, what my goal is for that stream is to give people a bit of an idea of what PAX is like, for those people out there who aren't going to be able to attend the convention. So there's an eyeball switch right there, but I don't think we can actually do anything with it quite yet. At some point we will, just not right now. Alright, so let's go around. Alright. I was probably go through this area. I was probably explain what was happening with the stream. So I was trying to start earlier, but there's a bit of a problem. I don't like it when this happens, but basically if I turn on my 3DS capture card after I've already turned on OBS, then it kind of crashes everything and the 3DS capture card stops working, which isn't a very good situation at all. It's very terrible. It sucks. So yeah, I turned on OBS before the 3DS capture card, and that kind of froze everything. And the really annoying thing is that I have to reset all my stream settings whenever that happens, and it's really annoying. But hopefully everything's working just fine. I'm looking at the stream right now, and everything seems to be working okay. So smooth the block around again. Yeah. Sorry if I don't sound as hyper right now. I usually sound really enthusiastic whenever I try streaming or anything like that, but it's kind of a little bit of a long day. I tried recording 2 year anniversary earlier, and the first episode turned out fine. It did take a couple tries to record that first episode, but the second one, oh my god, everything that could possibly go wrong happened during that one. Like, I was feeling the most simple jumps ever, and it was just not a good time. I'll try recording again later, when I'm not frustrated at Tomb Raider. Alright, we got that guy. We don't have a queue for that, so we're going to come back a little bit later. People watching the stream, feel free to yell at me if I forget about that, or let me just suffer or whatever. I don't know. So I don't exactly remember what we're supposed to be doing next. I don't think the hook saw can activate the eyeball puzzle thing. No, it can't. Okay, we're gonna need another item for that a little bit later. Alright, so we're gonna come back here at some point. Alright, so we're going to backtrack a little bit, because I think we are supposed to come here a little bit later. People who've been playing Ocarina of Time 3D forever are probably yelling at me right now. I was like, oh my god, you're supposed to go inside the other room first. What's wrong with you? Anyway, we go back inside the central room. I really do love the music in this dungeon, by the way. There's one thing Ocarina of Time 3D does perfectly, it's the music. Do we have the song this time? Yeah, we do. Okay. VLR. Okay. And we did it so bad. Excuse me. Stupid Deku Baba. I'm very rude of you. I gotta say, one thing I really love about Deku Babas was how you fought them in Skyward Sword. Because they would open up their mouth in a certain direction and you'd have to swing your sword in a particular way to be able to attack them. And I just thought that was really cool, and I'm sad they never brought that back. One thing I really hope they do is, I don't think they were going to do this because Skyward Sword didn't exactly get the best reception ever. But I'd really love for them to remake Skyward Sword on the Nintendo Switch, and well, they kind of did the same thing with Wind Waker, where Wind Waker wasn't exactly the most well-received game either, but then they made the Wii U version and updated some things and made it a lot better. So they could probably do something like that with Skyward Sword. I'm not entirely sure what they could do to fix it. Like, I love Skyward Sword. I guess what they could do is probably make it... I'm not entirely sure. Maybe make the tutorials at the beginning of the game a bit shorter and not take forever. I liked Fi as a character, but she could also talk a lot, so maybe we do some of her dialogue as well. But what they really need to do, they don't have to do this, but it would be really cool if they had like the HD rumble for the Joy-Cons interact with your controllers as well. Like maybe you can feel the individual sword slashes on your controllers. You can feel the beetle wings flap when you use a beetle item. I think that'd be pretty cool. I hope they do remake Scout Sword. I will say this, even though I do love Twilight Princess, I was a bit disappointed about the remake in that game. We're on top of the treasure chest. I'm sad now. I was a little disappointed about the remake of Twilight Princess because they didn't really do a whole lot to update it visual-wise, and a lot of the problems I had with the original version are still there in the remake. Like, it takes forever to go through the tutorials at the beginning of the game. The first couple dungeons aren't really all that interesting. And yeah, just things like that. I do love Twilight Princess, but I stand by my belief that it's the weakest of the 3D Zelda games. Not saying that's bad by any means, I'm just saying it. I think the other ones are better. I wonder if they'll re-release the HD Zelda games again on Switch. I don't think they will, but it could happen. That'd be kind of hard for Wind Waker though, because Wind Waker probably was like the remake for that one. Like the gamepad really improved that game in a lot of ways, because you could look on your gamepad map while you were sailing the seas, and it just really improved the experience greatly. Although one thing that kind of makes me sad is that Miiverse is no longer a thing, so you can no longer have the Miiverse bottles, and we all know how much I love those. I don't know, maybe they could do something like Splatoon 2, where the drawings interact with like Twitter or Facebook or whatever. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't think it'll happen though, but it'll still be pretty neat. Alright, so let's climb back up here. Alright, where do we go next? I honestly don't remember. Did we get everything that was down here? Yeah, we got the thing. Yeah, we got the key. So, yeah, we probably could go backwards. Go back to that one other room and secure that switch. What would be really cool would be maybe if they don't re-release the Wii U remakes on the Switch, it'd be cool if they did the 3DS versions. Because these games look amazing on the 3DS, but it'd be really cool to see how they updated them to be in HD on the Switch. Especially Majora's Mask, because I think Majora's Mask, I honestly do strongly believe that's the best looking game on 3DS. And it'd be pretty cool if they update it for HD on the Switch. If they do, re-release Majora's Mask 3D on the Switch. They need to change the Great Bay Temple again. Because what really disappointed me about that was how they changed the Zora Mask. They had perfect swimming controls in the original game, which is a huge accomplishment. And then they changed them to make them worse in the 3DS version. That really disappointed me. And they also really dropped the ball with the ice arrows in that game as well. I did like the remake, but there are a lot of things that they really messed up. Even, like it was like for every two things they did right in the remake, they did one thing wrong. That may be a bit of an exaggeration, but that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, back here, you monster. Also, kind of confused me about the remakes was that they said that they didn't add any new dungeons in the Wind Waker because they claimed that the dungeons that they were going to add in the original versions ended up happening in Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword and things like that. But then in Twilight Princess, which has the highest dungeon count of the traditional 3D Zelda games, they added a new dungeon when it already had enough dungeons. It's like, that was very confusing. Yeah. We have a wall master over here we gotta be careful with. Fun story about the wall masters. When I was playing Majora's Mask the first time, and he caught a cannon, There's one part where a wall monster attacks you, and my sister grabbed my shoulder when it came out, and it like legitimately terrified me. It was pretty funny. She did the same thing in Tomb Raider 3 when I was playing through that game the first time, and some snakes appeared out of a bush. Okay, we don't have another key, so we're going to have to go back again. Thankfully, this is not Let's Play, otherwise that'd be terrible. Ah, boy. Get away from me. I think those enemies can give you a curse, which makes it so that you can't hold your sword for a moment. I'm maybe thinking of a different enemy. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to backtrack, because I don't think this was what we're supposed to do. Let's attack the guy. Okay, okay. Alright, let's backtrack over to the other room. And actually do this the way you're supposed to. Unnecessary epicness that we can't do because we can't jump over that. Game, my true meaning in life is to be unnecessarily epic. How could you take that away from me? Yep. I always forget about this guy. I don't know why, but I always forget about him. Ah, boy, let's go over here. Where do we go next? It's a bit of a reminder for people new to the streams. I like to figure out this game by myself, so unless I specifically ask you, please don't post any hints or anything in the chat, because I want to figure it out for myself, and I think people would appreciate me wandering around forever trying to figure out what to do and then laughing at me, because that's always fun. So let's get this guy. Okay. Go back upwards. Go back upwards. Come on. There we go. I'll watch out for this cushion over there, because obviously if it hurts you, then you're going to fall off the face of the earth, which is not very nice at all. Unless you like falling off the face of the earth, in which case I'm not judging. Alright, so we got you. And let's use the hooks to go this way. Whee! Alright, what to do now? I honestly don't know where to go next. Oh, there's a trust down there. I see it. Die, Baba. Alright then. Yeah, there's a trust over here we can activate, so let's go this way. Alright, we need to be at a different angle so we don't fall off the face of the earth. Okay, there's it. Yeah, let's take care of this guy first. There we go. Aww. I'm not going to collect the rewards you drop because I'm that evil. And I fell off the water because I was looking at my computer instead of my 3DS. My computer footage has a bit of a latency to it. Alright, there we go. Let's activate this. And it's just a recovery art. Yay, that's so exciting. Alright, where to go next? Well, this is like Breath of the Wild where we can just climb up the walls. Fortunately, this isn't Breath of the Wild, which makes me sad. So what was the point of that area? We just got this coach that didn't really do much. Is that really the whole point? Well, there's a door over there, but where do we go next? Okay, we already went down this well over here, which took us back to the other area. I think that's where the key was. Where's this door lead? It took us back all the way over here. Well, This is confusing. Well, let's take out our frustrations against these jars over here. I apologize for my cringy gameplay right now. Okay, I'm obviously missing something super obvious. I have a feeling it's in that room. I have a feeling we missed something. Well, let's explore the other rooms for a bit, see what we can do. Wait, no, we can't. Oh, can we? Maybe we can. I don't know. There's a ladder over here. Well, we obviously can't get up this area. And the other doorway was just a roundabout way of getting over here. Okay, I'm gonna go back in this room for a minute. And bye. Let's secure you. And continue on this way. I'm honestly not really sure what to discuss right now, because usually during these live streams, there are people in the chat talking, and I can usually talk to those people and answer questions, things like that. But there aren't really a whole lot of people in the chat right now. Again, going back to the thing earlier that I was saying earlier about, it's probably a school night for most of my viewers, so there's probably not going to be a whole lot of people watching, which is fine. I'm just having fun. It's not like I have to rely on doing this to have a job or whatever. Already, I'm glad that I don't have to rely on this for a job, because I don't think I'd be able to enjoy Let's Playing nearly as much as I do if I had to do this for a job. I do respect other people, like Jared Conroy and things like that, for being able to produce quality content as often as they do. But it's just something I'm not personally interested in getting into. There is probably a couple of things I could do to increase my subscriber count or whatever. I guess if I really wanted to, I could work towards getting like a bigger subscriber count, but I'm happy with the way my channel is right now. I have a couple of dedicated viewers who watch my videos, and I always really appreciate that, so I'm fine with where everything is right now. Alright, we got you. Alright, so we still need a key for that room over there. So the key isn't in this room. Where does that door down there lead to? Alright. Oh, we would have made it if I didn't do the sword attack. Oh boy. Oh well. I don't even think we can make that jump. We might be able to, I don't know. It's not like Zelda's very known for its platforming. Except for Link's Awakening and stuff like that, which has... Wait, there's a ladder right here. There's a sleep too. Oh, it doesn't need anywhere special. Yeah, there's like a thing right here which prevents us from jumping down there into that area. I'm sure there's a way to get over there. Let's try it. Yeah, we can't get over there. Okay, we're gonna go backtrack again and wander around for like 3 hours trying to figure out what we're supposed to do while viewers internally scream at me for not knowing where to go. If this was a Let's Play, then obviously I would have practiced, but it is just a casual playthrough for a game. So I want to talk a little bit about my plans for future streams. Because currently right now I can only stream stuff that's playable on my 3DS. I tried doing a Spyro the Dragon stream a little while back, but the problem with that was that I had to use my Dazzle capture card, and that capture card is kind of stupid. So my game was running like my game was running terrible when I tried streaming Spyro, so that's not an option for me right now. I could probably get like an Elgato or whatever, but I'm not entirely sure how good the frame rate for that would be either, because like the quality wouldn't be all that great because I have a bit of an older computer. So like currently right now I can only really stream 3DS games. So I have considered doing like Mario Zelda stuff, like maybe Majora's Mask 3D, but I'm not entirely sure about those ones right now. I briefly thought about Hyrule Warriors Legends, but then I remembered how god awful the frame rate is in the 3DS version, and plus the Switch version is going to be coming out pretty soon anyway, so I don't really have an interest in playing the 3DS version anytime soon. I talked about this on Twitter briefly, but I'm also thinking about streaming the 3DS port of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, because you guys know how much I love the Wii U version of that game, and they're going to be releasing those games on Switch and Switch and 3DS pretty soon. It's really exciting. I'm looking forward to both of those versions, and I'm probably going to be getting both of them pretty soon. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm probably going to stream the 3DS version just for the fun of it. That's right. That's one of those games I can never escape, because I did my Let's Play that a couple years ago, and then James and I did the verses of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on the game channel, which was really a lot of fun. I didn't win the verses, but it was still pretty fun. I mean, I didn't win movies forever, so obviously I win everything else that we ever do on that channel. But yeah, I'm probably also going to be making content for what's exclusive on the Switch version. I talked about this during a Galaxy video. It's not uploaded yet, but in the future Galaxy video, I talk about how I'm not entirely sure what I'd even call those Captain Toad Treasure Tracker videos, because the Moment Maze Forever video was called Grand Finale, and where do you even go beyond Grand Finale? I'm not entirely sure what to do about that situation. If there was enough content, maybe I could do what Chuck Conway did with his Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, with his Animal Crossing New Leaf Let's Play, where what he did was make it like a Season 2 thingy. But I'm not entirely sure if they're going to have enough content for the Nintendo Switch version to really do something like that. Maybe someday. One big thing that's kind of a deciding factor on what games I'm going to be streaming in the future, it like really depends on if I'm interested in making its own Let's Play. Like Ocarina of Time 3D, the reason why I'm streaming this game is because this is a game that I really enjoy. I've just never beaten it before, and I thought it would be fun to do a stream series of me beating it for the first time. And you guys know my policy about making Let's Plays where I won't Let's Play a game I haven't beaten yet. So Let's Play this game won't happen anytime soon. So yeah, that's kind of like my line of thought whenever I think about what games I'm going to be streaming in the future. Video Line is kind of a different situation because those streams are recording footage for that Let's Play. So that's something interesting. Okay, I am legitimately very confused right now. Where in the world do we go? There's that doorway over there. But, like, where the heck? Oof. A little upset because we've been streaming for a little while, and we haven't really made any meaningful progress in this dungeon. Alright, can we go in this area? Okay, there's another doorway we can go through. Hopefully this will lead to progress, hopefully. Alright, get back over here, fool. There we go. Haha. Alright, so we got some... I believe these are Stalfos. Yep, they are. Alright, so we gotta be careful with these guys. These are gonna be pretty tricky enemies if you don't know what you're doing, but if you have skills like me, then obviously you're gonna fail, because I suck at video games. Oh geez, we're almost dead. Alright. We'll be fine for now. Alright. Alright, so we got you. Alright, we're in a good pattern right now. Okay, we got you. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Aw. I gotta remember to stand in the center of these rooms, because that's usually where the trust test is gonna be. And it's my ultimate goal in life to be on top of every single trust test ever. Okay, we already have an empty bottle with the fairy, so let's just grab this one. I probably could have gotten us a second empty bottle before coming into this place. That is one thing I'm thinking about completing, where I'm thinking about getting every single empty bottle in the game. But then I'd feel weird about not going on my way for every heart piece. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. There are a couple side quests which I know for a fact I am going to be handling. Like there's a bigger on sword side quest a little bit later in the game, which I plan on covering. But I'm not sure I'm going to be going for 100% for absolutely everything in the game. If I were to do that, I would save it for a Let's Play. You guys don't mind letting me talk about that. Yeah. So now that we have another key, we can go across this area. Like I probably dropped a couple of words, but I don't really feel like going on my way to go grab it again. I'm honestly a little bit tired right now, because I did that recording session for Tomb Raider, which lasted like an hour or so, not including failed attempts or anything. But then it also took like half an hour to get the stream set up. I'm honestly really nervous about my pack stream, because it's going to be a bit hard to set that one up, because okay, it's a bit hard to explain, but basically whenever you stream on YouTube, there's like a stream key thingy. I won't say anything about the stream key, because I don't want people to hack my account or whatever, but basically when you have the stream key, that's what people use to stream through OBS and stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm going to be using an app on my iPhone to stream packs, and it's going to be a bit of a tricky situation to set that all up, because I can't exactly see the stream key on my iPhone, because it's a bit of a weird situation. So that's going to be pretty fun. Alright, so let's go down here. Ooh, it's another Southwell Spatzel. We don't want to fall off that circular thing, because that'd be bad. Okay, come on. Oh, we have a shield up, come on. Thankfully we got the fairy. Okay, we got you. So now the thing is going to be going downwards. Yay! Except not yay, because we have a couple more guys to deal with. Thankfully they only attack one at a time, so we'll be good for now. I don't know why I threw a bomb right there, but okay. Okay, we got you. I would use my Dykinuts more often, but I don't really have a whole lot. Well, they're easy to replenish, so let's keep using them. That didn't work. Come on. There we go. Okay, we got you. I gotta remember to stand in the center of these rooms so I can be on top of the treasure chest. Viewers, make a note for me. Or not. I don't think I have a lot of viewers right now. How many people are watching? It's not saying. Where is it? Yeah, the stream thing isn't saying how many people are watching. So I'm just gonna assume that nobody's watching, and I'm just talking to myself endlessly. so I can say whatever I want. Wah. And we get the fairy bow. Alright, so now we'll be able to shoot the eyeballs, and it'll be amazing, because that's our ultimate path of destiny. Alright, so let's equip the arrows. Alright, we got you. Alright, where is the bow? Alright. I believe there's only one more left. And there we go. Okay, okay. So now we have a Poe to deal with. Delay one of the Poe sisters, aim for her when she appears. Alright, she's going to be disappearing again. So just be careful. Come on. There we go. Okay, okay. Alright, I believe one more hit should do it. Or this is like Breath of the Wild, where you could pick up the arrows off the ground that you that didn't hit any enemies or anything like that. That was one of my favorite parts of Breath of the Wild. We're saying a lot because that game is awesome. Seriously, Breath of the Wild somehow managed to beat Link's Awakening as my favorite Zelda game. It's kind of like the Earthbound situation, how Earthbound somehow managed to beat Link's Awakening as my all-time favorite game ever. It takes a lot to beat Link's Awakening. Because I grew up with Link's Awakening, it's one of the best games ever. And then Earthbound happened, and that suddenly became my favorite game ever, and Breath of the Wild happened, and that became my new favorite Zelda. I honestly believed for the longest time that nothing could ever beat Link's Awakening, but it did. Maybe you could stream Link's Awakening. That'd be a fun one to do. I have a friend who wants me to get into live streaming, so maybe I could try doing like a live stream attempt at Link's Awakening. I don't think I'll be any good at it, because I'm not very good at live streaming or whatever. No, I'm not very good at... Well, I'm not good at live streaming either, but I'm not very good at speedrunning. I do have a lot of respect for speedrunners, because it takes a lot of skills to be able to beat these games very quickly like that. One thing that I really want to learn to do is this one trick in Super Mario 64, where you can like do a backwards long jump. I know how to do it, but I'm not really good at doing it effectively. So that's something that I really want to learn how to do sometime. And I gotta be careful because I don't have the fairy with me anymore. One thing that I really love doing on the Virtual Console version of this game, for those of you out there who don't know, I've played the Wii, the Wii U, and the 3DS versions of this game. So one thing that I really love doing on the Wii version of this game, I played with the GameCube controller, and I would equip the bow and arrow on the bottom C stick, and what I would do was that I would when you pull the C stick downwards, it kind of felt like I was drawing back on an actual bow and arrow, and it felt very immersive and it was awesome. Unfortunately, I can't do that with this game. Okay, what to do next? Let's go to the bottom of the well. Maybe there's something back here that I missed that we can now do now that we have a bow and arrow. Alright, so let's go up here. Alright then, what to do next? Excuse me, very rude of you. There we go. Okay, okay. Alright, we're going to first person mode to look around this area. It doesn't really look like there's anything up there we can do that we haven't already done, that's the same. Oh, wait. Okay, let's go backwards again. I'm pretty sure I saw an ice switch somewhere around here. So I just want to thoroughly check this area to see if there's anything we missed. There likely is. It's super obvious. But we all know how good I am at missing the obvious stuff. Alright, so now I'm taking care of those guys. Let's go back up here. I think I'm going to be going on a break in a couple minutes, because I'm feeling a little bit tired, and I've been talking for a little while, and we haven't really made a whole lot of progress in this place, and this is a big dungeon. So I think in about a couple minutes or so, we'll be going on a break. We are on a break! Alright, so what could we have possibly missed? I honestly don't know. I'm not sure if we did miss anything in this area. Alright, so we got one of those things taken care of. So where do we go next? What does not have to say about that? Alright, thank you for pointing that out, Navi. What would I ever do without you? You and your infinite wisdom. Alright then. Well, there's nice stuff there to take care of, and there's also a Scotchlow. Let's go grab those real quick. I think after we take out another one of those postal stairs, we're going to go on break. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, we're going to go a little bit quick just for that. I'm not a big fan of the range on the hook side. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not bad or anything. It just could be better. So, oh, that's not really that helpful. Well, I guess it could be if you want to go back into that room for a reason, but I don't think we have any reason to do so. Oh, excuse me. Okay, looking at my map right now. It says that, the map says that the room over there connects to that one. So I'm going to be going back for a little bit. Oh, come on. Yeah, the door up there supposedly connects to the other room. So that's what my mindset is right now. Yep, excuse me. Oh, I didn't know the arrows could destroy the rocks. That's kind of cool. Alright, so... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna come back here later. Let's... Okay. Yeah, we'll come back here later. Well, the couple other rooms that we're missing right now. Like, let me switch over to my bottom screen so I can actually demonstrate what I'm talking about. I have to take care of this guy, of course. Okay, I don't exactly remember what the button combination is to switch over to bottom screen. I think it's this? Yeah, this, okay. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. We have a key right here, and what my mindset was a moment ago was that high ledge right here. I think that's this pathway right here. And that would lead to this room. But I'm also thinking that there are also these areas right here, and I think I may know how to get to them. But the thing is, we don't have a compass right now, so we can't exactly see where exactly we are on the map. So that's going to be a little bit confusing. Also, we have one key, obviously, but I don't remember exactly where that's supposed to go. We'll figure it out later. Let's switch back over to this. Hehe, we have a mouse. As those of you out there who are wondering, no, I'm not playing this on an emulator. I'm playing this on a 3DS capture card. The 3DS capture card just allows me to display my 3DS footage on a TV computer monitor thingy. So that's what I'm using. Right, so this is the area that I'm thinking of. These doorways must lead over there. So, thinking. Again, this is probably like very cringy for people who've played these games forever. I know I'd be probably screaming at a computer monitor if I saw somebody playing Link's Awakening and wandering around those dungeons forever. Alright, we got you. Alrighty then, I am honestly very confused. I'm trying to look at my map real quick. Okay. We've been to those areas, obviously. Okay, the basement we obviously can't reach right now. I'm saying obviously a lot lately. The basement we can't reach right now because that's how we get that's where we go when we beat the processors. These are the rooms and questions I'm thinking of right now. Let's move my mouse out of the way. So, we have these areas we haven't explored yet. Was there anything preventing us from going that way? I honestly don't remember. Alright then. I think this right here was the Twisted Hallway of Destiny. And then over here. But that would that help us with the other way? Okay, I think I see what we're supposed to do. Alright. Let's back out of that. And go over here. Let's back over here. Oh, I forgot to switch screens. Oops. So let's go back over this room because I think I may have an idea. Probably not going to be very successful, but at least it's something. Considering how many times I've played through this dungeon, you think I would know a bit better by now. And the thing is, this is, I believe, my third playthrough of Ocarina Time, but I've never beaten this game before. So the situation is, I got pretty far into the Wii Virtual Console version. I believe I got to the last of the Adult Link dungeons in that one, but I just never got around to beating it. And then I bought the Wii U Virtual Console version, and I got to the Water Temple, and again, I never beat it. That's a bit more of a forgivable situation, though, because in that situation, I got to the Water Temple, and then I got the 3DS version of this game, and started playing through this one. So that's kind of a big reason why I'm streaming this, so that we can all watch me play through this game, hopefully. So this will take us up to the second floor area thingy. Was there anything that happens if we... Okay, let's destroy these guys. Alright, does anything happen if we use the arrow thingy? Oh, okie dokie. I remember now. Alrighty then, so now we can go over here and I can open the treasure chest. You got the boss key. With Wall Monster coming around here. These guys will take you back to the beginning of the dungeon if you're not careful. But luckily we can destroy them. And also thankfully they're also super obvious when they appear. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we got you. I'm using my hook shot to fight these guys because I don't want to use my bow and arrow. Because we have limited ammunition with the bow and arrow, so I want to be careful with that. The reason why I prefer using dual pistols in Tomb Raider rather than shotgun or any of those other good stuff. Yep, here we are. Yay, we're making progress! It only took a freaking eternity. Alrighty then, I'm gonna go grab those hearts because I feel like it. We're actually gonna be running low. Of course. Oh boy. Well, if I was recording a Let's Play, then I could just do a simple jump cut to get back over there, but nope, this is a live stream, so I can't do that. I mean, technically, theoretically speaking, I could just switch over to this and just talk endlessly while you guys won't be able to see any footage. But no, that won't be a very good commentary quality thingy, so let's go back to gameplay and do normal stuff. Nee. Well, thankfully we got some hearts, so yay. I will get the hearts on top of that pillar. It is my destiny. Or Splatoon. Or Overwatch. Or even Overwatch comes to Switch, because that'd be really cool. I think the developers said that the big reason why Overwatch may have trouble coming to Switch is because, not necessarily because of hardware limitations, because I believe that if Overwatch has lower settings, it could run on Switch. But I think the big problem with that would be setting up another network for another console. Because making an online multiplayer game like that is kind of a big project. I'll just say that right now. So it may be a bit hard to do a Switch version, but it is possible. They may do run on Switch, so I don't see why there's any reason why Overwatch can't appear. I'd be happy to wait as long as it takes for Overwatch to come to Switch. Because I don't personally have an interest in getting PlayStation 4 anytime soon. And I have zero interest in Xbox One. I remember, though, during my earlier YouTube years, I said that the only thing they can get me to get a PlayStation 4 would be if they release the greatest Tomb Raider game in existence exclusively for the system. And recently they've announced Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so that may end up being the best thing ever. But at the same time, I personally prefer the Legend gameplay over Tomb Raider 2013. So, yeah, I'm sure that's going to make people who are fans of the reboot games happy about that. I just personally prefer classic Tomb Raider. That's just my personal opinion. This right here is a bit of a roundabout way to get back over to this room. Pretty useful if you need it. I don't need it right now, so we'll just remember that for a little bit later if we ever do need it. What we can do is go inside this room. There's a wall master right here. That was very hard at all. And now we have baby wall masters. Aw, they're so adorable. Here's a cute little wall master. Here's a cute little... Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. You're adorable, but go away. Don't go bigger. Ah! Okay, we did it. No, the next generation of wall masters will never be born. Or something. I don't know. I get weird when I'm hungry. And I'm hungry right now. And the capture card froze for a moment, which makes me a little bit nervous. And now we have a key. Alright. We're making progress. Alright, so let's go back into this area. I want to double check that room one more time. The curvy room. I want to see how far we can go if we set it back to the way it was a moment ago. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I sound like Gruntilda from Banjo-Kazooie or something like that. I like Banjo-Kazooie. It's a fun game. Probably won't make any videos on it for a little while though, because my recording situation for older games is a bit weird. I only have a Dazzle capture card to work off of, and it doesn't have the best quality ever. I mean, theoretically, I could get the Xbox 360 version, but I'd want to do the Wii, not Xbox version. Alright, so we got you. You'd think shooting an eyeball would make you less inclined to open it. It's like, hey, I'm having my eyes closed and somebody pokes me and, oh, gotta open my eyeballs. Well, I guess that could also work if you're sleeping or whatever and somebody's trying to wake you up. Although, if you are trying to wake somebody up, don't poke them in the eyeball. That's mean. Okay, I think we might be going into... I don't think this is where we're supposed to be going. But I feel like exploring, darn it. And if you heard that, that was my stomach growling because I haven't had dinner yet. So yeah, we never went through this door over here. Alrighty then. Ooh, there's another painting. Fancy. Alright, let's destroy you. Then destroy you. And then we would go to the top of the staircase. Also, I really love the design, the detail that the spider webs are across the wall right there. It's a really nice little detail. I like when games do that. Alright, come on. Come on. Yeah, same basic strategy as before. When they turn invisible, you have to avoid them and stuff. Alright, so this one's name's Beth. Alright, come on. Let's do this. We're manly people. We're manly people with a mustache. Mustache gives me strength. Alright, come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Be not invisible anymore. There we go. Yay! Clap for joy. Go this way. I want to get stuff. Oh, we missed a bow and arrow. I'm sad now. Well, thankfully, we have a treasure chest over here, which can make us be happy, because... we have a compass. We have to Navi. Okay, Navi, thank you. I am going to be going on a break in a moment. I don't need you to tell me that. Alright, so we have a key. Let's use it to open the door, because that's how keys work. Stop laughing! Aha, you thought you could escape me, or something. What's down here? Nothing. My favorite thing ever, nothing. Nothing is my favorite. It's my favorite flavor of the alphabet. Now shut up! Okay, watch out for these guys. I believe these are the ones that can curse you. So you want to avoid those guys, obviously. And there goes saying obviously again. If I could, I'd have a counter on screen for every time I did that. Shut up, Navi! My roommates are probably wondering what's going on. Although they know I'm playing Ocarina, so they probably know exactly what's going on. Never mind. I've never done things. Alrighty then, so let's go over here. Excuse me. Go this way. So what we want to do now is take out your bow and arrow and use the torch to melt the eyeball. That's a very morbid sentence, but whatever. Yeah, we did it! Ooh, it changed. Interesting. Oh, I'm just very bad at games right now, aren't I? There we go. Okie dokie. Now we're back inside this twisty hallway of twistiness. I really wonder how they did that. How they did that effect. It's really neat. Ooh, this room. Okay. Well, this one is the one we're gonna obviously need to be careful with. There goes saying obviously a lot. Alright, so go downward. Alright then. Shut up, Alvin! Yeah, that was poor judgment on my part. Alright, that's... Yep, right there. Okay, we're safe. Okay, I want to go grab that treasure chest just because I feel like it. Is there anything in here? Oh boy, one of these kind of puzzles. Isn't that just fun? Thank God they don't have anything like this in the classic Tomb Raider games. Because you guys know my opinions on the block puzzles in the original games. Oh my God, they are some of the most obnoxious things I've ever played. And we gotta move quickly. I think we'll be fine. I'm a little nervous though. Alright. Now we have one more piece to move. Come on. 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 And we'll be fine. so now we're going to be dealing with Amy. Kind of a not very fantasy name. I don't know. I don't know where the name Amy came from, so maybe it is a fantasy name. I don't know. But anyway, well, I said earlier in the stream that I was going to take a break after we defeated 2 of the Poe sisters, but now we're on a 3rd one. I apparently don't know how to math. Come on. Right. I believe one more jump attack should do it. Maybe. Yeah, we did it! Clap for joy. Alright then, so where does this take us if we go this way? Alright, we got you. And where you take us? Alright, there's one more processor down there, but I want to backtrack a little bit, because I believe there's another doorway in another room that I want to check out. Just because I feel like it. Excuse me, Scotula! Alright then. Stop it. Alright then. Yeah, let's go over here and see what this door leads us to. Not really anywhere interesting. Oh, that was fun. Well, I guess it does lead it back over here. So I guess that's one way we can get back over to the center room. Did we just throw that deck up? Oh, that was fun. Well, now we have only one post sister left. So let's go take care of her. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, she's splitting into 4. So it's just on a 4th sword all over again. Right, so I believe it's going to be the one that spins. Maybe wrong about that. Choose multiple images, and you need to figure out which one is the real one. Is it this one? Yep, it's that one. Excuse me. So this is like the proper mid-boss of the forest dungeon. So, it's that one. Alright. So yeah, like I said a moment ago, it's the processor that spins around that is the one we want to go after. This one's name is Meg. Alright, we got you. And we got you. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Just a few more hits and then you'll be dead. And we get the last one! Woo! The Poe sisters are destroyed! Yay! Alright then, so we're almost done with the Forest Temple. So I think now's a good time to take a break for a few minutes. So what time is it now? It is 10:49. So at 11 o'clock, we're going to come back from... Actually, no, that's a bit long. Let's say 10:55. Yeah, around 10:55 or so, we're going to be coming back from break. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Bye! Alright, so we are back for more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. So I think we're going to be ending the stream in a little bit after we beat the Forest Temple, because I'm not entirely sure how much longer I want to go. I still want to try and re-record those Tomb Raider videos I was trying to record earlier, so I don't know, we'll go on for a little bit longer. If anybody is watching the stream, hello, hope you're having a nice day, and hope you enjoy the show. Alright then, so what to do next? What to do next? That's the $1 million question. Interesting. Ooh, we can grab on these thingies. I remember this room now. I loved this room on my first playthrough. I don't know why, but I really liked it. With a scuttle over here we can go deal with. So let's take you out. Take you out of the ball game. Right. You know, I keep saying that this isn't going to be like a 100% playthrough of Ocarina of Time 3D, but I'm going for every single gold sculpture in the dungeons. They're shiny, and I want to collect the shiny. I like shiny. Don't judge me, okay? Alright then. Where now? Okay, there's a thing right there. Nothing over there. Okie dokie. Oh, this is gonna be fun. That doesn't lead anywhere. Hopefully this one will lower the gates. And does. Oh boy. Yay! I think it was this one that activated, so let's take care of that. I also really love how you can see the scrape marks on the ground from the pillars moving around the ground, things like that. It's a really nice detail that they didn't have to do, but they did. It's awesome. Alright then, so now let's move this around. Let's move the other way. I think, hopefully. Maybe wrong about this. But I'll never know unless I try. Alright then. Hopefully this will work. And you hear the squeaking in the background, that was my chair. People who have been watching me for a little while know that I don't exactly have the quietest of office chairs. I think this chair squeaks all the time. But, whatever. I'm hoping to get a new office chair at some point in the near future. That'd be nice. And we were much closer to the boss of the dungeon than I thought we were. Alright, so without further ado, let's go inside the boss of the first dungeon. Oh no, we're trapped! Phantom Ganon! And I just realized I didn't grab a fairy before coming into this place, so now I'm incredibly nervous about fighting this guy. But anyways, this is the Phantom Ganon. This is a really awesome boss fight, and it's one of my more personal favorites because, okay, I didn't hit him at all. Alright, this is a really cool boss fight because in the early stages of the development for Ocarina of Time 3D, Nintendo wasn't exactly sure how big of a game they could make with the memory limitations of the Nintendo 64. So one idea that Shigeru Miyamoto experimented with was the idea of developing the entire game inside Ganon's castle. Very similar to how Super Mario 64 ended up being like. How you travel across Peach's castle throughout the entire game. So they're going to use a similar idea for this game, where you'd be traveling around Ganondorf's castle, and this boss fight was going to be one of the bosses in the dungeon. Link would have climbed up to one of the towers of the castle, and the boss would take place in the tower, and things like that. So it was really neat, and I'm glad they brought this idea into the final game, because this is a really cool idea of Ganon jumping in and out of these paintings around here, and you having to be careful and destroying him and stuff like that. Alright. I gotta be careful with my bow and arrows. I think if you run out, there will be somewhere a refill somewhere around here. I don't remember exactly though. Alright. Ganon, he's an evil ghost of the Forest Temple. He came out of one of your pictures. Answer his magic attack with an attack of your own. And now, we're going to need to get to the fun stuff. Yay, volleyball! So yeah, the thing would be going back and forth, so we gotta be careful. And then, jump attack. Alright, come on, come on, come on. And boom! You're almost dead. Come on, we got you. We can do this. I really do enjoy these parts of the Zelda bosses, how you like throwing the Spirit Ball of Destiny back and forth. Alright, we got you. Come on. Alright, I think one more cycle should do it. Okay, there's something I'm really curious about. I know that empty bottles can deflect it, so I want to see if that works for this boss fight too. Let's do the Y button. It does! Cool! Alright, let's try defeating a definitive game like this. That didn't work. Alright, come on, come on, come on. That was one thing that was kind of missing with Breath of the Wild, how you didn't have a boss fight like this where you can deflect his attacks with oddball items. I don't think there's anything like that in Breath of the Wild, but yeah, we defeated Phantom Ganon! Woo! First temple's destroyed! Yay! Clap for joy. Hey kid, you did quite well. It looks like you may be going through the dialogue too slowly for you to be able to read it effectively. What a word this creation of a ghost was, I will bounce this gap between dimensions. Bye, Phantom Ganon. I'll miss you at first. Not really. And now we defeated the Forest Temple. Oh yeah. Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. I always believed you would come, because I know you. No, you don't have to explain it to me, because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. I will stay here as the Forest Sage and help you. Now, please take this medallion. It is made out of chocolate mint. And I licked it, so it's mine. We get a chocolate mint cookie! I will always be your friend.
Hi there, I'm the Great Dicky Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse of the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Hey, have you seen my old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you may have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri, you are actually Hylian. I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule united this kingdom, there was a fierce war. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered the Forbidden Forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took them into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised a Kokiri, and now, finally, the day of destiny has come. You are a Hylian and were always bound to leave this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule. Now, Link, break the curse on the temples and return peace to Hyrule. It was surprised to learn that Saria was one of the sages, wasn't it, Link? I wonder how she knew. Anyway, off to the Temple of Time. Alright, so we're going to be heading towards the Temple of Time, and we're going to call it quits for this stream. And while we do that, I want to talk about the Deku Sprout, because the fate of the Deku Sprout can actually be seen across the entire Zelda timeline. And it's pretty interesting. So, it's pretty well known that the Ocarina of Time is, after the events of this game, kind of split the Zelda timeline into three. There's one timeline. Well, I don't want to go into too many spoilers for the ending of this game, for all 5 of you out there who haven't played this game yet. But there is a child timeline, an adult timeline, and the downfall timeline. The child and adult timelines I can't really talk about until we get to the end of the game, but the downfall timeline happens if Link is defeated at any point in this game. So, in the downfall timeline, the tree that appears in the original Zelda game in your first dungeon, that is the remains of the Great Deku Tree that was killed by Ganondorf when he took control of Hyrule. And I believe the child timeline is where Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and I think Breath of the Wild take place as well. So if I remember correctly, that's where the timeline where... Okay, well, both the adult and child timelines, the Great Deku Tree obviously flourishes and stuff like that. So pieces are stored to both worlds, and the Kokiri turn into the Korok children that you can see in the forest in both Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild. So that's pretty cool. I don't think they already confirmed if Breath of the Wild is on the child timeline, but the events of that game kind of lead me to believe that that's the case. I don't want to spoil anything for Breath of the Wild for people out there who haven't played the game yet, because Breath of the Wild is perfect in every way. But now we're back inside the Temple of Time. Navi's supposed to be talking to us at some point. The one time you actually want Navi to talk to you. Navi, are you gonna talk anytime soon? You told me to come to the Temple of Time, and... like, what the heck? I don't know what this thing is. What is this? Take a stone, the Great Deku Tree mentioned that if you ever unsure of what to do, it might be not be a bad idea to ask for the stone for help. Well, I don't need any help. Except obviously I probably do, because, well, I don't know where to go next. Well, we'll figure out next time. So, I think that's going to be it for the stream for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. So, it's pretty fun. It probably wasn't the best time and day to do a stream, because I think a lot of people are returning to school tomorrow. So I probably should have done this earlier in the day. Yep, whatever. So, for you out there who's still watching, This will be the basic idea for the next couple of weeks. Tomorrow, we're going to be recording more of Super Mario 3D Land through our live stream, which will begin at 9 o'clock at the usual time. So that's going to be pretty fun. My goal is to complete the couple more worlds in that recording session. Hopefully that'll turn out well. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I'm going to be streaming next weekend. If I do, then I'll announce it on my Facebook and Twitter pages that I'll be streaming on next weekend. And I would want to remind you guys that I'm going to be over at PAX East in Boston in a couple of weeks, so I'm not going to be able to. So I won't be able to do like any live streams during the convention. But on the first day of PAX East, I will be doing a live stream tour of PAX East itself, so that people out there who want to go to PAX but they aren't really available to go there, they'll be able to see what PAX is like. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Of course, I will also be vlogging my trip over there, so you'll be able to see that as well when those videos come out. And the current mindset is on April 14th, Tomb Raider Anniversary will return, and Super Mario Galaxy one day later. So that's the current mindset. Hopefully it works out well. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say. So thank you guys so much for watching this video for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. And next time, adieu. Oh yeah.